I invite you to again softly just let your eyes go closed. Feel your feet on the floor. And get a sense of your weight. Your body has weight. And just feel that sense of connection to the earth. And staying with the breath. But just begin by just noticing the breath. How it's opened up, if it did. The amount of air that comes in through the nose. The temperature of the air. Volume. Smoothness or jerkiness of it. And the breath has recorded everything that's happened since our first breath. And also contains our ancestors and all that we've inherited from them. So the breath has always been used as a way to ground, to meditate, to become more present, more aware. And if you extend the out-breath of your breath, you'll notice that it helps to take you more deeply into the body. And we really want to go into the body today. Awareness and movement in the body is a wonderful resource to finding inner peace, which then relates to outer peace. So let's just notice the breath and how does the breathing affect your face? Just really begin to feel the muscles around the eyes, the jaw. Notice any tension, any numbness. Notice the forehead. How does the breath affect our face and our head, the back of the head, the top of the head? We're wanting to notice the subtle changes and movements. What's alive? What's moving in your body? And at the same time, noticing any areas that you can't feel movement, any numbness, or any tension. We have stress or anxiety, fear. It manifests in the body as tension, numbness. So in this exercise, it's really an opportunity to explore, to be an archaeologist in our own body, to discover the layers, movement. And movement is life, creates space. So just going down and noticing any tension in the neck or the shoulders, or any movement, and just exploring. We're looking to go into the interbody as well as feeling the exterior of our body. So really going into the shoulder blades, breathing into the shoulder sockets, the neck, feeling into that area. And to move down, feeling the musculature of the arms, the bones in the arms, the flow of blood. Perhaps you feel some tingling in your hands. Finding the places that are really alive in you. When we meet fear, we meet anxiety or challenges, and we feel in our body, that's a resource for us. If there's a sense of fright and you come back to your body and you feel, oh, I'm alive in my hands. I can feel the tingling of the blood that's pumping from my heart in the tips of my fingers. See if you can just feel that. Maybe trace that tingling up through the arms, the upper arms, and all the way into the heart and the chest. And getting a sense of how spacious do I feel? How spacious do I feel in my interiority, in the inner body? And just allowing myself, maybe it feels really tight and compressed. Maybe it feels really open. And just breathing into that. And again, we're looking for what's alive, what's moving in our body. And in that looking, we'll find places where there's tension, where there's numbness. Numbness is never anything. It's not nothing. It's always numb and serving a purpose to be numb. Something from the past has said, don't feel this. And so we allow ourselves to just kind of feel up against it and allow it to be the way it is. And noticing how expansive or contracted it is in the rib cage. We can bring our attention to our kidneys in the back, our liver and our spleen. And we're just exploring. We're going down to the belly and feeling that lower belly. Below the navel is the moving center, the dantian, the hara. That's the center of this amazing thing that we have called a body. And take a couple deep breaths into that and just feel the downward motion that connects you to the earth, your hips and thighs and hamstrings. Your knees, the springs, all the way down from the pelvic floor, down the legs, feeling the inner bones, the complexity of the bone structure in the feet, hundreds of bones. You feel that connection and aliveness that comes straight up from the earth. Actually feel that energy coming up. This rotating planet connects us to the earth. And so the first issue when we're feeling tension or stress is to go to the body. In the second place, just notice if we shift our awareness, because it's our awareness that heals, shifting our awareness from our body to our emotions, which are in the body. Not the ones in the head, but the ones in the body. What am I feeling? Fear, anxiety, grief, sadness, shame, guilt, anger, frustration. See if you can get a sense of and allow yourself to feel the feelings. Emotions are the fabric of our relationship. If we can't feel our emotions, we can't really fully connect with others. And what we need in this time is connection, to recognize our interdependency with each other and all of life. So just notice if there's a scent or a sense of emotion and see if you can find it in the body. And just taking a moment to feel that. Beautiful. Perhaps there's some resistance that you notice. Just notice that. I don't want to feel this. That's okay too. What we want is the truth, the integrity. We're moving towards wholeness individually and collectively, as well as with our ancestors and the future beings that will inherit what we're passing on. And all of that relates to our body, to our emotions, and then shifting your awareness once again to the mental activity. Does your mind feel busy? Does it feel still? Is it grasping at ideas, thoughts? Is it numb? Are you actually able to watch your own thoughts? And you notice just to watch brings us into a place of stillness. It's like being a cat watching for a mouse to come. We're watching for those thoughts to come. And just in the watching, the mind stills. And the thoughts affect our body. Even if you can't feel the emotion of fear in your body, when fear is present in the mind, it releases the same adrenaline, cortisol, all the same things as if it was in the body. But without going to the body, there's no integration. It becomes repetitive, habitual. We have certain feelings that we feel over and over again because they're connected to experiences that we never allowed ourselves to feel because our nervous system was protecting us. It's life's way of loving us. And now it's time to open ourselves to our connection with ourself, with our family, with our community, with the world, with our ancestors and our descendants. It's time to find the peace in our body so that we become a pilgrim for peace. Just by being peaceful, we feed the field of peace, and the world becomes more peaceful. So just allowing yourself to feel that sense of whole body peacefulness and interconnection with the 50 or 60 people that we're sitting with, we're all connected. We're creating a field of peace simply by attending to our interiority, our body, our emotions, and our mental activity. Becoming more aware of our words and our thoughts. Because the world we live in, much of it is created by the words that leave us or are in us. And much of it is fed by our own trauma and early challenges of not feeling seen, heard, and felt. And guess what? We get to see ourselves, feel ourselves, experience our emotions. And that's at the heart of what bringing and being peace is. And so when we have these big events in the world, they give us the opportunity for radical growth and transformation if we can allow ourselves to meet them with an open heart, an open body, and an open mind. So let's just take a moment of silence, a few moments of silence, just to feel into that. You need to feel what it feels like. Oh, I'm in a body. I have emotions. I have thoughts. I'm not my body. I'm not my emotions. I'm not my thoughts. They're energy that's moving through me. And the more aware I am of it, the more I reclaim my infinite power, the more I connect with life itself. Because life wants to move through us. Life isn't doing anything to us, it's moving through us. But we can't feel it if we're not in our body. So we'll take a couple moments to just really feel our own aliveness and our connection with the other people who are on the call and their aliveness. And then let's take a couple deep breaths together just to slowly bring ourselves back into the community that we've created here. I like to think of community as common unity, to allow ourselves to come back together. Yeah. And take your time.